Hello friends, welcome to our channel Knowledge Amplifier. So today in this particular video I am going to discuss how we can extract data using API. Okay, one of the very important component in ETL part, especially in data extraction part, and this is going to help in data science, data analysis, data engineering, all these data related domains for business intelligence. Okay, right? So today I am first going to show you how we can extract data from API using Python, then we'll switch to Talend. So for the data extraction purpose, we'll go to this particular website where weather related information we can extract using APIs. Okay, openweathermap.org. Right, here first you need to sign in. So here I will click on sign in and submit, and once you sign in, here if you go to API, here see current weather data, hourly forecast, 4 days data, one call API, different APIs you will be getting. So first step what you should do, because this is a time taking step, so we should do this first, that you go to my API key and create one API. So API name, show, random name I am giving, and click on generate. So this API key is generated, but it will take some time to activate. So just do this step first. Then what we'll do, we will go to our notebook and we will first install whatever package is required. So pip install requests package is required. Okay, let it install. Then once it is installed, pip import request, we have to import that package. Run this as well. Now here we need to provide the URL to extract the data. Okay, API key also we need to provide, which we have already generated and kept for activation. And here this particular weather API, which one we want to use, current weather data we want to use. So just click on API doc, beautifully documentation is done. How to call the API here you can get. So this is basically going to be my URL. Okay, so here in URL we will paste that. Now here up to this it is our URL, and then after this question mark character we need to basically specify the key value pairs. So here based on city we want to get weather related information, so q equal to city name we have to provide. So I can provide this city name in one variable. Maybe for Orlando we want to extract the weather information. Okay, so that variable we want to put here. So here we can write plus, and then here city name, then again plus, then here up to API ID we can keep inside quotation, then here plus API key we have to provide, which we have generated. So this API key we have generated, show, we are going to use this one. Just paste that, that's it. Okay, and here we are providing our API key. Okay, so our URL is created. Once the URL is created, to get the data from URL you have to use any variable name. You can use result equal to requests dot get method we have to use, and we have to pass the URL. Okay, so this result we suppose want to get in terms of JSON, because extracting element from JSON will be nothing but like extracting element from dictionary or list. So we'll convert this to JSON. Okay, data extracted equal to result dot JSON. Okay, and then we can check data extracted, we can print that. Okay, here if you want, here you can print the URL as well, the URL which is actually going to form. So first import requests and then print URL. So this is our actual URL from where we are going to extract the data. API ID and the city name we have passed as key value pair. Okay, now whether our URL is ready or not, to check that, run this. If you are getting error, okay, invalid URL we are getting, why? We have pasted the same URL, no, HTTP protocol we have not given. Okay, right, still invalid API key. If you are getting this kind of error, wait for some time, because it might happen that this particular API key which just now we have created is not activated yet. Okay, so we'll wait for that, and by that time I will go to talent, and here also I'll start creating the frame. Okay, so to extract the JSON data from an API, we can use REST T-REST component, and then here to extract certain fields, T extract JSON fields, and to show that T log row we can use. Okay, how the JSON will look, what we have to do next, that we can frame once we complete our Python one, and in T log row we can convert this as table format. That's it. T-REST, here we have to pass the URL. Okay, so what we can do here, we can create two variable. Here one is city, what name we have given, same name I'll be giving here. So city name, and that user input I want, so I am checking this one. Okay, and API key also, here we can API key directly we can put in the value part. So I'll be simply copying this, and here in the value part we'll paste as string. That's it. Okay, so our this particular part is generated. Now in T-REST we are good to go to paste our URL. Okay, but see how I am doing. Directly if you paste, that time it will not work, because this city name, API key, all are context variable. So context dot context dot, so this becomes our URL. Get method we are using because we are extracting data. Overall framework is ready, but we still might need to wait to make this API available. Okay, let's wait for some more time. We can delete this API which is earlier created. Only the show API is required, D0CF287. D0CF287, yes. Everything is perfect only. So if you want to know that what is 401 error, you can click on this particular link, and here you can go to 401. You can see you did not specify your API key in API request. We have specified, so this is not an issue. Your API key is not activated yet. Within the next couple of hours it will be activated and ready to use. Maybe for this reason we are still not getting that. Okay, no issue. Keep on running and check whether, yes, see now we are getting the data. So this is basically the extracted JSON data. Let us visualize this JSON data in a better way. Maybe here I can go JSON formatter, just click and click on first link, paste that data, click on process. So here you can get your JSON data properly. I can just select the whole part, and here I can paste to visualize what weather related information we are getting. So basically description of weather is present here. You can see weather description is scattered clouds. Okay, and suppose we want to extract maximum temperature, minimum temperature as well. But one second, these temperatures are in some other scale, I guess. Let me check once. Go to documentation, units of temperature. Let me click, check that. Fahrenheit, Celsius, Kelvin. The default one is in Kelvin. Okay, Kelvin temperature we are not that much habituated, right? Let me convert this to Celsius. I guess that will be better. For Celsius we have to use metric. Just this particular extra key value pair we need to pass via our URL plus this pass as string. Okay, nothing hard. Okay, this one is basically JSON one only. So now whatever information we are getting, let me again go to JSON extractor. I want to extract the maximum minimum temperature, but it should look good. That's why I am doing this way. Now temperature max, temperature mean is little bit familiar in Celsius. We are okay with that. So basically in this particular data, where is weather? Weather is present here. Inside that array is present, and their description is scattered cloud. This one we require, and the temperature, maximum temperature, minimum temperature is present in main, and inside that temp max. Okay, right, we can extract easily. So this is our data extracted in this JSON is stored. So what we can do, go to code, data extracted, then here we need to go to this particular key. Okay, so here inside double quote we can put weather, then this you can see present as array, so here we can write 0. Okay, and then here description, this particular key we want, so here inside that we can put description. Let's check. See, scattered cloud. Okay, so this one, using this in Python we can extract the weather information. Now suppose I want to get the temperature related information, which is present in main, and then temp max. That's it. Okay, so here our JSON, and then here main, and then here basically temp max. Run this, check. Yes, maximum temperature we are getting. Suppose minimum temperature we want to get, just write temp min, because in the main key, temp, in the temp min key it is present. Okay, so these three we are getting. Now this is with respect to Python. We have to get the same in Talend. What we can do here, we have to do something. See, trest, here we added one extra key value pair to convert the temperature into Celsius, right? So here I will take this one as well, because temperature related information instead of Kelvin we are more habituated with Celsius only. Okay, so this is done. Here you can check the schema, body and error code. Body part will be our main part. You have to go to t-extract JSON. So here JSON will pass, and like in Python we have extracted the JSON, here also we need to extract. So first we need to create this schema. Here basically three information we are taking. First one is weather. Okay, then here maximum temperature, and here minimum temperature. Okay, maximum temperature, minimum temperature, you can see what is the data type, decimal. Okay, so here maximum temperature, minimum temperature, we can just change the data type to double type. Okay, sounds good. And weather related keep in string, click on OK. Yes, I want to propagate changes to tlogro 2. Okay, now mapping, here we need to specify the JSON path. So see, JSON field is body or error code. Obviously body, from body we are getting the data. Loop JSON query, we are not looping, we are present in our root only. In root we will give our absolute JSON path. Okay, so how to give absolute JSON path? Very simple. Here this data extracted is our kind of root, right? And here we are going. So see how I am converting from Python to JSON query here. Just simply paste that. Okay, now this one we have to go to root, then dot, remove the quotations and all. We are going to weather key, and that is one array. So array element, how we can extract in Python and Java, same 0. And then the description key we are extracting. Okay, again remove this quotation and brackets. That's all. And now here put this one, this absolute path inside one double quotation. Maximum temperature, take the same. Okay, copy that. Here what you do, just inside double quotation paste that. Here you can give this as dollar dot, in root only we are finding, and then here main, in main here we are finding temp max. Okay, so if you are using searching using key, just simply you need to put dot dot like that with respect to our root. Then again here dollar dot main dot temp min. Okay, that's it, nothing else. Sounds good. Let's run. If we get error, we will check further. So city name it is asking, Orlando. Run. See, scattered clouds, weather matching. Yes, scattered clouds. Maximum temperature 24.44, 24.44, minimum temperature 22.78, 22.78. Perfectly, we are getting the same data in Talend as well from Python. Okay, so we knew how we can call APIs in Python, how we can use the same concept in Talend. Now, how you might need to use this? Suppose you are asked that this is one particular part in a big project component, extract the data using API, then put in S3 bucket. So what you have to do, you have to create S3 connection and then put that data in S3 bucket, okay, in a particular file. You can append or whatever new file you can create like that. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this. This is all for this video. Thank you for watching.